Hello, you wonderful people. Welcome to or welcome back to the channel. Today, we're bringing back an old quick tip style series that we used to have and you all really seem to love, which was basically just quick hits of tips and tactics you can test this week to help you grow on Instagram and convert your audience. Let's dive in. Now, the first quick tip to help you grow your audience on Instagram and convert them this week is to leverage the Add Yours sticker in stories. This has been working so well. It is very much the thing right now. So we spoke about how to increase your stories views in this video, but here we want to specifically focus on the tactic that has been working really well for not just us, but many accounts on Instagram, which is leveraging that Add Yours sticker and templates. The Add Yours sticker is a feature of Instagram stories where you or someone else creates a template with a prompt on a specific topic that you'd want to encourage others to participate in. So for example, some fun ones that we've used in our posts are like, post the last photo in your camera roll, no cheating, or post a roundup from the month that you're in. Like those are very popular topics that are coming up. And then we're seeing this work really well, especially when you tap into the already popular stickers, which usually have about 1,000 uses or more. You can see that when you actually go and look at the sticker, it's shown directly on the sticker. But when you use an Add Yours template in your stories, the views they get are a lot higher than your regular stories because at the time of recording, Instagram is pushing these to the top of the stories feed. It's pretty incredible when you look at the difference. Like if you just today decide to post something with an Add Yours sticker and one without it, what you'll see in the difference. And this helps you grow for two reasons specifically. One, some people are just actually cruising through the Add Yours stickers and seeing what others are posting. So this opens you to a wide new audience. And two, it can bring you back in front of current followers whose algorithm you may have just fallen out of, which can happen. So working yourself back into a follower's algorithm can trickle down to your feed posts as well. And we already know that the more people who engage with your feed posts, the more likely you are to show up in front of new audiences in the recommended surfaces. So thinking about how the algorithm works, right? The more interactions you have on your post, the more likely you are to show up in the discoverable surfaces like Explore or, like the suggestions in feed. As a conversion bonus though, we'd recommend throwing in a product or service in that series of stories. So for example, behind the scenes of you creating your product or behind the scenes of you just doing your creative work or whatever your creative outlet is, whether that be painting, mountain biking, whatever you're doing, showcasing that in with the Add Yours sticker. You could also just showcase content that best represents what people can expect from you so that they're more enticed to follow or interact with it. Even just giving it a heart or replying to that story is going to make sure that you stay in their algorithm more consistently than you may have before.
The next quick tip that you can use this week to grow on Instagram and convert your audience is to replace the link in bio with ManyChat. So while the link in your bio has essentially been that main point where you can drive traffic off Instagram and into your websites or any other sales funnels, it also carries a lot of friction. You have to get users to jump off your post, tap the link in your bio, go through the options if you've got multiple links to finally get where you want them to go. And not to mention, they might even have to dig through that final link to get where you're telling them to go. And most people just won't spend the time to do that. But thanks to the sponsor of this video, there is another way, and that is thanks to ManyChat. So you might have heard us talk about ManyChat on the channel in the past. If you've been watching at all, it has easily been the biggest driver of engagement for our account at High Season Co. And it's also been the biggest drivers of traffic to our lead magnets, by far. Now, if you don't know what ManyChat is, it's an automation tool fully approved by Instagram that allows you to create workflows that therefore drive actions on Instagram to grow your engagement and grow your sales and convert. So ManyChat can actually completely replace the link in your bio feature via its incredible automation. So here's how we use it to grow. So firstly, we decide what we want to promote in any given post and then come up with a trigger word for it. So if we want to promote our free social media strategy template, we would say something like, just comment strategy. That'd be the keyword, and we'll send you your free template right to your inbox, something like that. Now you can say that in the caption and or the actual video. Say if you're doing a reel, you can actually say it in a reel. You can put it up on the screen. It doesn't matter how you convey the message as long as that's the CTA for what you want someone to do. Now, we would then set up a workflow for that post, or if it was in ManyChat's Pro plan, it can be for all posts or any post. And that would include the trigger word. And then we'd set up a series of automated comment responses. So usually we do about 3 to 5 just so they don't repeat too much. But to be honest, on high season, we're getting a
lot of comments. Yeah.
A lot. So at the end, very rare you're going to see too many of them back to back that are identical. And then we set up a direct message which explains what they're getting and of course include the link to download that template. So what this does is give you 2 comments on your post. So one from the audience member, one automated that you wrote in your voice so it doesn't seem weird or out of place. And then one direct message, which often leads to more direct messages and a bit of a back and forth as people tend to thank you for the link, and then you can follow up, hey, if you got any questions, let us know, things like that. So this also contributes to your growth because the engagement on your post will also signal to the algorithm that there's actually a relationship between you and the person who commented, and then it'll continue to serve your content and your stories, just as important as Tiff was talking about, to that person and the people with similar interests to them in recommendation services like Explore or Suggested in a feed. So if you want to up your engagement and sales and replace the link in your bio with ManyChat, hit the link in our description and use the code HIGHSEASON at checkout for a free month of their Pro plan. Thank you so much again to ManyChat for continuing to support the channel.
Now, another way that you can grow on Instagram this week, and specifically, let's talk about converting, because, having numbers is one thing, but we also should have numbers do things. And again, we're going to talk a little bit more about this in a second, but remember, the numbers are people, right? So I just want to always keep that in mind. But something that works extremely well is leveraging freebies. So when we're speaking of freebies, we were just talking about it in ManyChat because, of course, this has been a really great way for us to grow on Instagram. But freebies or lead magnets are something that you've created like an ebook or a PDF download that are packed with value for your audience, but don't take a lot for you to put together because you're already the true subject matter expert on the topics. So freebies can be leveraged to build a sales funnel and email list while generating new followers due to the value that you're delivering within the Instagram content that you're creating and sharing in order to promote it. So for example, you would generally be speaking, everything that we have can generally be tied to a freebie because it's already part of our content pillars, and all of our freebies have to do with our content pillars because it's the topics that we talk about, it's the subject matters that we are experts in, which should be the same case for you. So for example, if you had a gardening profile, I'm saying gardening because I keep looking at our plants over there that are just blowing in the wind so nicely. But if you had a platform where you taught people like the best gardening tips, you would likely share 1 or 2 tips, and then you would direct them to your guide in your caption to learn more. We did an entire video on this. I recommend you check it out where we go into more detail on how to leverage Instagram to promote your freebie. But ManyChat also has automations to help with email capture and delivering the free resources too, which you've likely encountered if you've ever interacted with anything from a major brand or some of those major marketers that you can see online. And while the freebies are great for delivering value, keeping your current audience happy, and growing your account, they're also amazing for building your email list. And it's never been more important to set up a way to communicate with your audience that nobody can take away from you. Very important. Yes. We did a deep dive on that whole topic in this video on why diversification is important, and we definitely recommend that you check that out. And we also recommend that you look at diversifying your platforms too.
The next quick tip on how you can grow on Instagram this week and convert is to run Instagram profile visits ads. So ads are really the only true guaranteed way to reach your target audience on any given platform. And fortunately for all of us here, Instagram has a really powerful ad server. So one ad type that they offer specifically is designed to drive people to your profile through an Instagram profile visits conversion location. So this would involve putting value-driven content with a clear call to action to follow for more in front of an audience you've selected, which will drive more views to your profile and therefore hopefully some more conversions. Now, we'd only suggest to run ads if your profile is 100% on point. So you need to have your profile photo, your name field, the bio, including all the contact details and opening hours and all those types of things, links, highlights, pinned posts, and a full feed of content before spending any money on bringing people to see what you're offering. So think of Instagram like a business card or like a website. Everything should be in place to make it as frictionless as possible for someone to find exactly what they want from you. So nothing is more frustrating, and I'm sure you guys can agree, when you're trying to find something on an Instagram profile and it's just not there. Yeah. So make sure you're all set up professionally, totally good to go before spending any money on ads. So we also very fortunately have a free resource, our ultimate checklist, linked below. And once you're good to go, check out this video to learn how to run Instagram profile visits ads.
Another growth tactic that you can focus on this week in order to reach more people is to get more comments. Now, Instagram has shared that they use a variety of signals to decide who to share your content to and how many people to show that content to. And a lot of this relies on engagement. This is no secret. We've talked about this a few times on this channel, and Instagram tells you this really themselves. They have very detailed articles on what they use as signals. Now, this is why we've all seen so many accounts essentially blow up using platforms like ManyChat, because having the automated comments written, set up, and controlled by us or by you can completely change the game, and has completely changed the game for us. Now, our comments have exploded since using ManyChat,
Crazy.
which it's really impressive. Yeah. Like truly just, even if you want to go through our profile and scroll back and look at the difference, like our comment section has blown up. And a lot of that is just because we're working smarter and understanding how to use platforms like ManyChat, automation, AI, all these things more strategically. Yeah. And it's really shows. So just like it's done for us, you could check out ManyChat and do what we do, which is on almost every single post, we leverage ManyChat to help us attract new followers by making it easy for us to deliver our lead magnets directly to their inbox. And when we do this, Instagram starts understanding that our content is engaging because of all the comments we're receiving, so it suggests our content to more people. And again, this is us, but it's happened to many people. So many. There are many studies, data, case studies on how well this software is working. And then even if someone comments, but it isn't your trigger word, you can always make sure you're responding and even asking secondary questions to keep the conversation going, as in the end, this is again what the algorithm really wants to see, right? That interaction. They're using that as a signal.
Social.
Yes, being social on social. Even if you choose though not to use automation, we just highly recommend you encourage your audience to talk to you through comments or DMs by asking questions in your captions or in your actual content, and by going out and interacting, again being social, going out and interacting with their content to build a real relationship. This will not only benefit you algorithm wise, but more importantly, help you build a real community of real people, which is the most important.
That's why we're all here.
This is why we are all here to build real connections. And numbers, again, are only part of the equation. Remember, who is behind the number is way more important. It matters much more. And that is it. Those were 5 strategies you can apply today to help you grow on Instagram and convert your audience. Let us know if you tried any of them already, especially the first one, because I just feel like it's fire. Also, ManyChat's fire. So there's some good stuff in here. Let us know how it's working for you, and we really would love to get feedback, because we really just want to see you win. So getting that information and feedback from you is super helpful for us, especially if there's new things that are working for you that you can share in the comment section and help other people out. We want to thank ManyChat again for supporting this video. To give their pro plan a try for free for a month, hit the link in the description and use the code HIGHSEASON at checkout. Thank you so much for coming back to watch another video. We will see you in the next one, but in the meantime, check out this one next and give us a like maybe.
Yeah, why
All
not?
right, we'll see you in the next one.
Subscribe. Peace.
Bye.